Hello, good morning. The subscribers, many of them have requested to analyze some successful films from a scriptwriter's point of view as to what worked. I think that's a brilliant idea. We'll start with the Sholay. Of course, I can only analyze those films which I have seen. Anyway, so starting with Sholay, it came in 1975. It was made for about 3 crore. It earned 15 crore and it ran continuously for over 5 years at Minerva Theatre in Mumbai, which remains one of the longest uninterrupted run for any Indian film. So when we talk about the greatest Indian films ever made, Sholay echoes across generations like a shout bouncing off canyon walls. Let's look at what exactly made its script so iconic. What made it work so brilliantly that even after decades, the world still quotes it, imitates it, and studies it. Welcome back to the channel. I am Manish Kumar, and today let's deep dive together into the Sholay script, the epic and the timeless. To start with, Sholay isn't just an action film. It's a fusion experiment that miraculously worked. The script borrows the rugged soul of Western cinema, drawing inspiration from Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns and films like The Magnificent Seven. That's why many call it India's first curry western. But instead of merely copying the Western formula, Sholay reimagines it. The script blends gunfights, outlaw camaraderie, and dusty landscapes with Indian masala elements, romance, music, humor, and high emotion drama. For example, the train fight sequence mirrors the rhythm and tension of classic Western ambush scenes, yet ends with a heart, humor, and Indian style heroism. Why it works is simple. The film never rushes its tone. It makes you laugh with the characters before it asks you to fear for them, building emotional connection layer by layer. The characterization in Sholay is iconic. One of the script's greatest strengths is how every major character feels lived in. Let's start with the heroine. In 1972, Patija was released. In 1975, Basanti came. The contrast of the lead heroines, Meena Kumari and Hema Malini, in the two films tells the revolution that the filmmaker brought in and the risk he took in. She is not just a comic relief, but she is a heartening character. She has aspirations of getting married. She is spirited, loyal, and emotionally centered. For example, her long monologue while driving the Tonga, desperately trying to save Viru, shows courage wrapped in panic. A brilliant human moment. Let's come to Jay. He is the silent backbone. A man who speaks little but communicates everything through glances and pauses. मुझे तो सब पुलिस वालों की सूरतें एक जैसी नजर आती हैं. The objectivity, the least bothered element communicated by this apathy in this sentence sets up his character. His sacrifice in the climax becomes powerful because the script builds him up quietly. And his coin, the two-sided head coin, what a brilliant innovation, could not be repeated through any other motive later or in the film anywhere. His quietness, his harmonica movement with Radha tells an entire love story without a single word. When he's riding a buffalo and he sees Radha, the awkwardness with which he gets down, no words spoken. And the hero, Viru. Viru is a vibrant, impulsive, and full of heart. He is the warmth that balances Jay's stillness. Chirpy, always, doesn't hesitate in asking his friend for favors. In fact, cajoles him, even emotionally blackmails him. आज मेरे माँ बाप होते तो मुझे ये दिन नहीं देखना पड़ता. And his suicide drama on the water tank is both comedic and revealing of his childlike honesty. Thakur, imagine a character without arms trying to take a revenge. What inner strength in that broken warrior? Driven by revenge but held together by iron discipline. His reveal, he did not pick up the gun, and the wind blows Sholay and the NPCs show, is one of the most shocking and powerful character backstories in Indian cinema. And then the iconic Gabbar. All dacoits before Sholay were wearing kurta and dhoti and a pagga. Gabbar is different. In his demeanor, Khani Thata, ruthless, and an stampede of chaos. He takes his revenge brutally. He is terrifying, unpredictable, and mythic. With short sentences, "Kab hai hul?" creates dread using nothing but anticipation and rhyme. And the beauty of script line is, which is immediately followed by Gabbar's men raiding the village. Not to forget, Radha expresses more silence than most characters express with pages of dialogues. Her oil lamp scene with Jay, no words, just emotions flickering like the light. Each character has a clear purpose, flaw, and memorable trait. Something we now call world building. But Sholay did it before the term was even popular. Coming to dialogues, they became household. Few Indian scripts have lines that entered everyday speech the way Sholay did. कितने आदमी थे? I see authority. जो डर गया समझो मर गया. A ruthless philosophy. तेरा क्या होगा कालिया? So lightly spoken anticipation. A chilling movement where Gabbar toys with Kalia's fate, showing cruelty as casual entertainment. बहुत याराना लगता है. And the flicker in the eyes of Gabbar when he says this, as if he's found a way for them. तुम्हारा नाम क्या है बसंती? Viru opens a flirtatious moment with Basanti. The irony of the dialogue that sparks one of the Bollywood's most memorable romances. Basanti, in कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना. Viru's desperate pleas for Basanti becomes a powerful stand against humiliation in enemy territory. सो जा, वरना गब्बर आ जाएगा. How light? हम अंग्रेजों के जमाने के जेलर हैं. Comic. So many dialects. Each character has his own dialogues and dialect and delivery. These are not just dialogues. They are cultural fossils still dug up and enjoyed today. The secret is their simplicity, sharp rhythm, strong impact, and deep character insights. Looking at another aspect, the pace of the film, of the script. The script doesn't hurry. It invites you to live with the characters through backstories, quite a few of them, friendships, shared jokes, village life, and the emotional logic of every choice. For example, the entire festival night sequence where Jay and Radha exchange silent glances is pure emotional investment. So when tragedy strikes later, it devastates the audience. Another aspect of Sholay that is coming to mind is the way parallel tracks have been balanced. The brilliance of the screenplay lies in its ability to juggle multiple storylines without losing momentum. Of course, there is a revenge arc, Thakur versus Gabbar, two romances, Jai Radha and Viru Basanti, a villain's psychological terror, a buddy comedy dynamic, and the overarching grief of a shattered village, the entire village. The script cuts from Viru Basanti's playful romance to Gabbar's brutal execution scenes. The contrast heightens both tenderness and terror. Two more things. The transitions are brilliant. Sachin is caught by Gabbar's men, brought before Gabbar. Gabbar has to take a decision. His eyes are seeing an ant moving on his forearm, and all he does is, with one hand, thump it. Next scene is entering the village on a horseback, igniting the whole debate between villagers and Thakur. That debate turns philosophical with questions like, पर हम तो किसान हैं, बेटा अहिंसा भी तो कोई चीज होती है. The script still holds up. Some argue that Sholay's script can be made better. Anything can be made better. Sholay survives because it rests on timeless storytelling foundations, emotional stakes, moral conflicts, strong goals, sacrifice, community, terrifying villain, and a finale that satisfies deeply. It's not just a narrative, it is an emotional ecosystem. One can argue that Sholay's script is not perfect, but legends don't need perfection. They need memory, heart, and moments that burn themselves into culture. And Sholay gives us all of that and much more. It's a film that refuses to fail because every time it's watched, it lives again.